Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is a Škoda T40. It's a tier 6 Czechoslovakian premium tank. It's located on the south spawn of Widepark under the command of Picklefish44. Game on. Now he's armed with an 88mm gun, which is basically from the Germans. It's a post-war tank. Pretty terrible one actually, because it has very little armour on the front. But it does have that 88mm gun, which is capable of 220 alpha and penetrating 145mm of armour. So it's basically a medium tank with an 88mm gun, but with terrible armour. So you can expect it to move about quite a lot, but he will take damage if anyone hits him from the front. In fact, being hit anywhere on this tank is pretty lethal. Now he's looking for a target he can shoot, and oh, there's an enemy M44 gone to completely the wrong position, and he took around from the Achilles. That was a 17 pounder round, that one. 133 hit points. It's a little gap there he can shoot between, but now he's going after that KV2. Bit more. That's it. That's it. Oh, and he hit the Firefly as he drove through the field of fire. So that was a nice shot. Added bonus. Going back to that KV2 and the Achilles. Oh, hit the Achilles. Fires at the KV2, gets 237. That Achilles gets another 170. Now there's a Crusader coming up top there. Hello. Puts a round for 210 through him. And the Firefly's joining him. There you go. Oh, we must fluff that one up. Go for it again. It's a 6-second reload, so it's fairly good. That Crusader's just going to come out that gap any second. So he's backed up. He can get a shot. Yeah, nice one. 1 at 96. The Crusader's on a one shot now. Just get around near him should be enough. Yeah, he wants to get shots on the Firefly, but he can't do so if the Crusader's still alive. Because even a partially dead tank is still able to provide and fight. He's also aware that he can't back up too much, because if he does back up too much, Arty will have him. Okay, so who's through this gap? Well, KV2. He doesn't want to get derped. So I think he's going to go around the corner and deal with that Crusader face to face. Hello, Mr. Crusader. Got your ass. Hello. And that's a kill. Now Firefly is still there, so he's going to pop up, and we could use the hull of that Crusader. He was obviously poking that corner. Hello, Mr. Firefly. And he gets the kill. Now who else can he hit? Does that tank come through the corner? No, our box tank's there though. He might want to move up and get closer to the railway line. That way he'll get shots on that T34-85 every time he pops up. And there's an enemy T34-85M. Tries to get around into his ass but doesn't, but somebody else does. And now he can cross over to the other side and start dealing damage. KV2, always looking this way. There's a 3-tank advantage now, so they can win this. SU-100 needs to be careful. Achilles has moved all the way down the other end of the battlefield. And he auto-aims a shot into it for 224. Good shot. Now he could drive down the railway line, all the way down the railway line, turn at the corner and take out the KV2. But he's worried about that Achilles. So he's just backed up behind these bushes for the moment, which will keep him nicely concealed. And now he's decided he's going to go around and try and deal with those enemy heavy tanks that have actually come in on the east side of the map. He needs to watch out for that Achilles though, because he's still on the railway line. Oh, he has got a shot on the KV2. Goes for the weak spot just underneath the gun. 217. Our Arty has a go at him as well. Unfortunately, the KV2 fires back, but we get the KV2. Achilles is up there next to the railway carriages. difficult shot because it's only the top of his turret showing, and he pulls forward just a bit. No, try again. One more shot's needed, that's all. No, can't get the shot. The enemy is really suffering now. They've only got 2 tank destroyers and an Arty, and of course that Achilles is a one-shot. Be rather nice to get him, considering he did quite a bit of damage to us. Cromwell Beast going over to try and get the kill on the Achilles. Who's moving and manoeuvring, and there goes the Achilles. So it's now just the Jagdpanzer 4. Auto aim on, one shot in. Keep moving. Cromwell took a hit. Oh, wasn't very good at shooting on the move, this one. That's better. Now it's just the Burt to kill, and he's got the victory. 4 kills already. Be nice to get 5. The Burt's probably waiting for us. Here we go. Oh, he's not waiting. But he does die anyway, because that's an Amarak. Oh! And the enemy, the KV2 on our team, fired at us because he wanted that kill. Well, mainly because he was on 2 kills already and he wanted the 3rd one to get the Brothers in Arms. Oh well, let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Ace tanker for Picklefish 44 in the Škoda T40, which is generally regarded as quite a terrible tank. He managed to get a demolition expert because he blew the Burt apart. He got a fighter badge for getting at these 4 kills. In fact, he ended up with 5 and a 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle, plus a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a win rate of 8,030, which is superunicum status. Let's have a look at the team score. Highest damage 2451, 2,451 hit points, 1,716 went for that T3485M, who crept over the other side of the railway line and soon paid for it. And the other high scorer was the T3485 on our team with 1,044. When it came to kills, again it's Picklefish 44 with 5 kills, 1/3 of the enemy team. The next high scorers being the SU100 and the KV2, both got 2 kills. T3485M, the Achilles, and the SU100 on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, oh, easily he did that. And he's top in all 3 columns again. 1,214 experience points on that one, 934 on the Cromwell, and 541 on the KV2. And the Cromwell also managed to get a scout in that game as well for spotting more of the enemy than anyone else, at least 9 tanks. And I say again because he's actually submitted more than one replay where he's actually come out on top on all 3 columns. Let's have a look at detail report. 19 shots fired, 15 direct hits, 14 penetrations. He didn't make that gun work for him actually. 2,451 hit points, of which 445 were at more than 300 meters. 2 hits received, both penetrations, yeah, and they're both from the Achilles as well. And it just goes to show the armour on the Škoda T40 is absolutely crap. I mean, there's no other way of putting it. It is diabolically bad. They really didn't put enough armour on that tank, even though I suppose they should have. But this tank was never produced, so therefore I suppose anything on paper is okay. 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, and 453 hit points of damage assistance. He earned 67,596 credits on a premium count, got 33,798 from personal reserves, total 101,394. And after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 82,706 credits. He also picked up 26 bombs in that game, and 1,821 XP, 10,284 for completing the mission and events, 546 for this being a premium vehicle, and 910 from personal reserves. So his grand total was 13,561 experience points altogether. So a very good game there for Picklefish 44 in a tank, which I really think is so bad. Yeah, in fact, I even though I've got one, I probably wouldn't play it anyway because I think it's so bad. I'd much rather play some of the lower tier Czech tanks than this one. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.